Tell the story about Marcus Luttrell. Most of you have heard of the lone survivor or seen the movie or read his book. Marcus Luttrell was a Navy SEAL. He and his twin brothers are SEALs, actually. And he was on an operation in, I think, 2007 in Afghanistan with a small four-man team. His teammate leader was Michael Mansour, Lieutenant Mansour, and then two others. They were in a hide site on a mountain looking down at a village in the ravine below, basically just tracking movement, looking for a bad guy. They got compromised by a goat herder's child who was bounding along the mountain path and suddenly stumbles upon these four American soldiers who were in a hide site, but he must have just stumbled right on them. This kid took off and they didn't shoot him, right? I really respect them for that. Although I know a lot of military folks would have said that's the first thing you should have done to avoid being compromised. But of course they would have heard the gunfire, they would have missed the kid, and so they didn't shoot him. But that did end up compromising the mission, and they knew they were in trouble, and sure enough, it wasn't very long before up the mountain or from wherever they were, billy goats come all these insurgents or Taliban or whoever the heck they were. And they find themselves in a massive firefight, greatly outnumbered, estimates of 30 against these four. And the fighters, the anti-American fighters, had tons of rockets and AK-47s and whatnot, so they're just raining hell upon this small team. They got blown off the side of the mountain. They're literally in a running gun battle, stumbling, falling, sliding, getting hit, and Axelrod got hit, Danny Dietz got hit, and Michael Murphy couldn't get any kind of coverage with his radio to call for backup. And so he knew he needed to get to higher ground. They had a short consultation, but he decided to do it. So he went to higher ground and had to expose himself to use a satellite phone to literally call for help. That's what he did, and he was shot. So Michael Murphy was killed there on site, and then Danny perished a little bit later. Terrible tragedy. The Quick Reaction Force that came out of SEAL Team 10 and SDV-1 flew in to rescue them, and they were hit by an RPG, blew them out of the sky. And so the entire QRF was killed as well. Huge loss. Now, back to Luttrell. Luttrell in this time was